Howdy. What's up, my people? My tribe of nocturnal people. How we do it? Elden Ring. I disagree. I think this game is a winner. But sometimes it's an L. What up, Foshless, Brian, Workham, Foshless, Paul. Damn, I said Foshless twice. I am a fucking idiot. So, bad news. It's getting really fucking hot, dude. It's getting to be like... It's gonna be 105 fucking degrees all week. So I'm gonna have to blast that air conditioner when I'm streaming. Not right now. It's okay right now, but... Next couple of days, it's gonna get fucking wild. Like, unbearably hot. Kind of concerning, yeah? Is any of you guys... Is any of you guys experiencing heat waves right now? I'm pretty sure most of us probably are, right? Yeah. Hey, quit it! I just started. Goddamn! Stop. Twice. Yeah, it's. I heard about like in Europe the heat wave is. The heat wave is so bad because they don't have air conditioning, like the buildings are not suited to air conditioning, so like 90% of people don't have it. And people get heat stroke and fucking die. It's unfortunate. Because, you know, it's usually cold in Europe. It usually doesn't get that hot. Even in, like, Italy or Spain, it doesn't get that hot. No, I have rain and snowstorms here. Hey, it sounds like you're from a similar place where I'm at. Yeah, I'm in one of the coldest fucking states in the whole country. But it does get hot here. It does. It's either... blistering cold or sweltering hot. There's not a lot of in between. That's Midwest living. Why are you shooting at that goat? Oh. Fucking barbarians. I cannot, in good faith, let you kill that horseman. And I get this one. Shit. Oh shit! I got the wrong seals, guys. I didn't put my fire seals on it. Damn, I'm a fucking idiot. But we knew that. I am not getting hit by that. That's worse than getting parried. To be real with you, dude. I got the wrong fucking seals on this bitch, dude. My fireballs will not work very well. I'll put them on, though. It'll be alright. Man, fine. I'll just go for the host. You want to be a chicken? Where did he go? The host is going to kill that fucking level 1 boss at 168. And I'm going to get sent back to the fucking Shadow Realm for being negligent and not stopping this lizard. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Radon. Okay. Build maintenance. Gotta switch the seals. Reacting to a parry takes skill. Reacting to a parry... You mean like actually reaction parrying? Or do you mean like avoiding getting parried? Is that what you mean? Build maintenance. I done fucked up. My fireball did like 10 damage. Because I didn't have the right ones. This build always starts off as the arcane build, and then I change it when I want to use a different build. So the default is arcane. That's why you always see that. I always forget to change parts of it. It's the invasion guy? I'm one of the invasion guys. One of many. We're a dime a dozen. 57 degrees Fahrenheit in Idaho? I thought it was supposed to be hot in Idaho. Evil Red Guy sent you? Interesting. Haven't heard that name in years, dude. Where the fuck has he been? Oh yeah. Haven't seen him because I stream at 2 a.m. a lot of the time. Use a full dex build? It's on the list of things to do. It may happen soon. I'm not the biggest fan of dex weapons typically, but There are some I like. You're being an evil red guy. We all are. That's our tribe. But our leader has not been coming around very often. Oh shit. My bad. I didn't mean to. Yeah, you don't want to get lice. I've had lice. My dad was like, "Get over here, we're shaving your fucking head." And I had Justin Bieber haircut at the time, so I was like, no. God, that shit was cringe, bro. I hate myself. Hey, Drunk, there a chance the Hollow Slayer will be a dex weapon? I think it probably will be. It seems very likely it will be. Which is fine. I'll still use it. All I care about is that it has that good moveset. That's all I fucking care about. Hopefully a changeable Ash of War as well. But who the fuck knows? Does lightning infusion on chicken leg give both physical and lightning stats like it does for Sacred on Faith? I wouldn't know. You'd have to ask somebody smarter than me. Yeah, I didn't really like the chicken leg because it has that great hammer moveset. And it's just really hard to use, man. Colossal weapons that are not colossal greatswords have a lot of trouble with them. The movesets are just too goofy for me. I don't enjoy it. Try Sacred Chicken Leg. Maybe. Someday. Not today, though. Using weapons like that to me is like, it's this thing I don't want to do. I don't want to do this, you know? I'm only doing this because it's something to do. Been using Rusted Anchor a lot, having fun. That shit is fucking broken. I just made a video about that the other day. That shit's fucking busted. Dude, that might be the most broken strength build you can make. I couldn't think of anything worse. Have you tried Dual Occult Nagakiba? No. Did you mean Naginata? Because that's on the list of things to do. Yeah, that's gonna happen at some point. Or at least one Naginata. Probably. Why is it failing on me? I got 2 fails. Hold on, I'll restart it. Yeah, no, I've been doing all kinds of wacky shit with occult builds lately. It's real quick. Stop it! No! Stop! Stop! Yeah, I did get Subway last night. I did. I didn't have any food in the house, so I took Bear over there at like 2 in the morning. And the guy that was making my food was fucking deathly afraid of him. I was like, look at this creature. He wouldn't hurt a fly. But he didn't really like the Subway guy either. Well, while the guy was making my sandwich, Bear was like, he was like, don't you dare fuck up that food. He asked me if he could give him some meat. And I said no, because I don't know what's in that plastic meat. I don't give him people food like that. I don't trust people food. It's got seasoning, salt, fucking microplastics. I don't need that shit inside my dog, you know? Steak and cheese. I always get steak and cheese. Yeah. If I get too many steak and cheese, I get chicken bacon ranch. Bear isn't that intimidating? I don't know, he's pretty big. He's like an angry pony. That's what he's like. But he's always got this fucking goofy ass dumb fuck look on his face. Even when he's barking at people. So, it's hard for me to take him seriously, but people do get scared of him. Yeah, just because of his size and volume. He's very loud. His bark shakes the fucking windows in my house. Like, when I have a water bottle sitting on the fucking table and he barks, I can see the water, like, vibrating significantly. He's loud as shit. That's why I can't take him places. Unless it's nighttime, there's not enough people for him to bark at. It's completely random if he decides he doesn't like somebody. He just starts fucking yelling at him. Only happens in American homes? What makes you say that? Oh, you're saying our homes are cheap. Yeah. You're not wrong. Our homes are mass produced. They're meant to look nice, but not last very long. Damn, what the fuck is this? Yeah, there's some American houses are nice if they were built a long time ago. Like my dad's first house was this little tiny brick house. That thing was built to last. It was alright. I like brick houses. Like if I ever was able to get a house, I would probably seek out a brick house. Cause we get tornadoes and shit, and brick houses last a lot longer. My dad was kind of an idiot though. He didn't take care of it. He let the roof get leaky and it messed up the walls. Okay, I can't get to the host. I guess I'll just die. Cheap, like house quality standards? Yeah. In America, they use drywall for everything. Pretty much. And drywall is like... Remember how I told you the dog I had before Bear? He ran down the hall and slid on his feet, and he busted a hole in the fucking drywall. It's really not... It's not very durable. Drywall is like... It's basically cardboard. You can punch right through it. That's why the monster joke, you know, they say if you drink Monster, you punch a hole in the wall. It's because we have drywall. It's easy. So when big dumb white guys get mad, they punch the wall. You know, I bet that doesn't happen too much in Europe. I bet they make their houses out of brick, or at least something better than that. Hey, Drink, how are you doing? I'm doing alright. Game's not being very nice to me. Being difficult to give me invasions. Yeah, what the Why is it doing this? Oh, he's right there. He's right fucking there. Hang on, I'll get him. At least I'll try to get him. How do I get... Hang on. This is the same guy that I just invaded and couldn't get to, I think. But now he's here. Didn't expect that. God damn it, dude. Yeah, it's a solo. I don't know why they do stuff like this. I've already invested too much time to leave. It's struggling. It can't figure out where to put me. Look. Come on, bitch. Bruh. Wow. Powerful blue. What the fuck was that? Whatever happened there? I don't know what that was. Guys, give me just a moment to... Well, I'll search for an invasion first, but... I'm gonna go block that guy. I don't want to invade that again. I couldn't get to him the first time, so... I don't want to get stuck trying to invade him again. 1 second. Just a second. Brief hiatus. Okay. Alright, we're back. Highest skill blue? Yeah, I mean, whenever I see a blue actually, like, trying to play the game, and swing their weapon, I'm pretty impressed, because most blues won't do that. Most blues spawn in and they just throw things at you. Like, literally, it's so bizarre. I see it like 90% of the time. The blue spawns in, they stand like 15 feet away and they just chuck shit at you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, it'd be cool if you did. Only the coolest people hit the like button. Don't you know? Thank you, Dungeon Master. I'm always delighted to end a blue. Brick homes should be cheaper? Why do you say that? I think brick homes are way higher quality, and it makes sense that they're not. The big apartment building I live in it was built in like 1820 or some shit. Like it's really old, and it's built of brick. Thank God. So whenever there's a fucking tornado, way more likely to survive. We did have tornadoes a couple weeks ago. Luckily they didn't hit here. Wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if my apartment got wiped out by a tornado? Nah, I'm joking. That wouldn't be funny. Blues in Elden Ring are disposable like toilet paper, and they know it, so they spam all the shittiest spells. Maybe. I think it's more just like them acknowledging that they don't know how to play the game. Really. They know if they go in and try to fight, they'll just die. And ultimately that will help the invader, because we get heals off of it. Right? Modern construction with brick is going to be insanely expensive. That's why everyone does that Fox brick concrete stuff now. Yeah, it's like not real brick, but it's kind of like brick. I know what you're talking about. They be finding all kinds of ways to make stuff shittier. My dad is like an amateur mechanic, and he's always talking about how shitty modern vehicles are compared to what they used to get in the 90s. He told me cars from the 80s or 90s, they'd run for fucking 30 years, 40 years, if you took good care of them. And nowadays, people's cars be breaking down 5 years after they get it. You know, it's crazy. Not Japanese cars, though. My dad says Japanese cars are awesome. He says if you're gonna get a car, get a Toyota. Toyotas run forever. But they're hard to find used because people don't sell them, because they run forever. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Steve. Everything is built more cheaply and sold for more now. Everything, pretty much. Is this another solo? What's going on here? Hey. Come here. Come here. Say it to my face. Come here. Bear. Bear. Come here. Come here. You're schizo. Shh. Get the fuck over here right now. Yeah. No, Japanese companies still make nice stuff, apparently. Yeah. Toyota cars are fine, and the trucks have been going downhill. Yeah. I wouldn't know, but that's what my dad says. Houses are definitely quantity over quality these days. I mean, yeah, and then, they don't even want you to have a house to begin with, right? Have you guys seen the, propaganda about, owning a house is not worth it? It's not actually that cool. You don't want a house, right? They're trying to convince us we don't want houses. Because they fucked up the fucking economy so bad nobody can get one. They're gaslighting us now. Goddamn. I hate lizard people, man. I hate them. Hi, Demi. Toyota has been doing that soy-based wiring and rats keep eating it. What? Soy-based wiring? What are you talking about? Lizard man propaganda. Yeah. Yeah, we live in a dystopia. But at least we have at least we have Elden Ring invasions. When they work. Lizard-based wiring, he says. Toyota car has a reputation for rusting fast in northern climates. Yeah, that would make sense, yeah. They make their cars in a really warm place, you know. Japan's mostly pretty hot. Other than Hokkaido. Oh my god, brother. You are schizophrenic. Ah! Shh! You're gonna get me killed, stop! Look, I'm fighting the fucking poltergeist. Stop it. Ah! Give it a fucking rest. Jesus Christ, dude. Unplayable. No, when in doubt, do big fireball. Get the fuck out of here. Demon has been exorcised. Your evil spirits can't stop me. It's not funny. Have you played Phasmophobia? I think I heard of that. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, though. Isn't that an indie game? Sometimes I watch those channels that play indie scary games. I like those. I feel like I saw like a thumbnail for what you're talking about. I just can't remember what the fuck it was. What does Phasmophobia mean? Yeah, the soy-based wiring is so annoying they replaced all the plastic sheathing with the soy stuff. Rats ate the entire wiring harness of your Subaru. What the hell? Soy-based wiring. Damn. That's kind of funny. I didn't know that was a thing at all. Huh. Ford and General Motors are lobbying to try to make fixing your own car. They're trying to ban fixing your own car. That's fucking insane, bro. You will own nothing and be happy. Toyota car has a bad reputation for rusting in northern climates. Tacoma is not bad. Tacoma/Hilux is okay. Still, the Tundra is a mess. Yeah, you have a Toyota or Lexus, I should say. And 2 others. All 3 had 0 problems. Yeah, Lexus is like the bougie luxury brand of Toyota, right? It's like the type of cars that like a dentist would buy, probably. My dad's a mechanic, and he's always bought like really shitty old vehicles. Like his entire life, he's always had these basically beaters as his get from point A to point B. He just does not give a fuck about having a new car, and I think he likes fixing them when they mess up. I think he enjoys it. Dentist with the Lexus. Yeah. Nah, dentists have nice shit, bro. You'd be surprised. My neighbor's a fucking dentist. That dude lives a good life. You drive a Scion, basically a more sporty Toyota. You went to the biggest Toyota dealership in California and ended up buying a Jeep from there. Lol. They only had this one Jeep. I don't know why. Dude, Jeeps are cool, I'm not gonna lie. I like Jeeps. But my dad says that they're shitty. He says they fucking suck, so I think they look cool, but I wouldn't actually want to have one, probably. He says they break down and the parts are too expensive. Hey, stop! Stop! Shh! He's trying to get me killed, dude. Stop it! Shut the fuck up! He couldn't possibly know what's going on in the game, right? But he does that every time I start an invasion. Every time. Shh! Shut up! Shut up! Bear! Get the fuck over here! Oh my gosh. I've had about enough of your tomfoolery. I'm done with it. Shut up. Absolutely barbaric bear. Yeah, the dog's not distracting me now. You're fucked. You just wait. Bruh. You piece of trash. Oh my god. What? Fuck! That motherfucker killed me on purpose. Everything's working against me today. Everything. Even my own dog, who I feed. Just one against the weirdest. The motherfucker, dude, would have rather run around the map instead of playing the game. That's why if you invade somebody and they just keep running from you, just sever. Just block them. It's not worth it. You could find another invasion in like 3 minutes and have somebody that actually wants to play, you know? Toyotas are generally use galvanized steel for body panels, making them resistant to corrosion. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. I think my neighbors are outside, and that's what he's barking at. You know, he definitely doesn't need to. He just wants to. Oh, Paul, you didn't need to give me $5 either, but you did. Thank you so much. F's in the chat for Diesel. F's in the chat for PvE that attacks invaders. Okay? But you made that invasion worth it. Thank you. Gankos! I love Gankos. One down? He's already dead. Wow, dude. Nice gank. Very, very commendable. They were tough. Toyota is king of reliability. My dad had an Avensis for the past 14 years. Never given trouble, just basic maintenance. And that's how a vehicle should be. Also, guys, like to stream because it makes the lizard people happy. Is Drunk Souls on PlayStation? Yep. Yeah. I feel kind of funny, guys. I feel kind of weird. My stomach feels like, I don't know, odd. Would you stop it? Seriously. Look, they just gave me an invasion. Look. It's not fucking funny. Solo. I heard about the Stanley Kubrick thing. That's really weird. Right after he made that movie, yeah? It's really suspicious, huh? Solo host, yeah. I'm a pass on solos now. I gotta draw the line. I gotta draw the line or they'll keep doing it. We knew from the start. Drunk, you know, lizards are snakes with legs, right? Theoretically, yes. I mean, they're pretty close, yeah. I do like snakes. I just don't like lizards. Well, specifically lizard people is what I don't like. Drunk Souls, Stanley Kubrick died for Eyes Wide Shut. I didn't actually see that movie. I've never seen that movie, but I've heard of it. And I know vaguely what it's about. It's about, like, elite cults and stuff and, like, weird stuff that they do. And he died right after he made it, which is oddly fucking suspicious. Don't know enough about it to really say if it was like... Oh. I would think if they didn't want him to make the movie, they just wouldn't have let him make it, right? I mean, they control Hollywood, right? How about we stop pressing L2 and get a fucking grip? How about we fucking learn to play, huh? How about that? +9 heals to show dominance. Yeah, dude, people have been bitching at me about that for years now. I just left it like that to basically just for the funny. I don't need fully upgraded. I don't need fully upgraded flasks. Stop it! God damn. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. I don't need fully upgraded flasks. I'm good. We're doing fine. Bear, you better give it a fucking rest. I'm sick of it. Saving up all of his barking for when I stream. A great pair of knees. Yeah, he is a great pair of knees, isn't he? This is what happens when you get a livestock guardian dog. They troll you. Just for fun. He's just bored. That's what it is. Bear just wants attention. He doesn't want your heart. We know from the start. I don't even think it's attention anymore. I think he's just bored. He doesn't like it when I play the game. But this is what I must do. He knows I must do this. Did anybody watch House of the Dragon tonight? Did anybody? I gotta know, because that shit was fucking crazy, dude. I streamed an hour late just so I could watch it. I was gonna start at 10. Fucking episode... It's like early Game of Thrones. That's how good it is. I'm amazed with that show. In the 3rd season. 2nd season kind of sucks. But 3rd season, fucking fire, dude. I recommend everybody watch it. I'm still thinking about it right now. Beware of Patches tonight. I hear he's lurking about. You mean you? You're literally Patches, dude. Bear wants to go back to Subway and bark at the new people. You may be right. You may be right. Whenever dude, he gets like a sense of when I'm going to the gas station. I always take him outside before I go somewhere, right? I feel like he can tell when I'm thinking about going to the store, because he will try to drag me across the street to the gas station whenever I'm thinking about it. It's like he's reading my mind. Drunk. Souls, how's the dragon viewing stream party when? I don't think I can do that because it like copyright stuff, right? I've heard about content creators doing that, but I don't want to mess with the copyright stuff. If you guys want to watch fucking like post game for House of the Dragon, David Lightbringer is the best channel. Let Bear go back to his real life as Bear Grylls. He does love being outside. He stalls as much as he can to stay outside as long as possible. The Aemon versus Daemon take over the castle by myself. Scene was such a contrast. I really don't appreciate the changes they made from the books. There's a lot of stupid changes from stuff that was in the books, but the show seems to be turning out well enough in season 3. So when I saw season 2, I was afraid like there's too many butterfly effects of bad decisions here for them to salvage it, but it seems like I was wrong. They are determined. They took the criticism on the chin. We need lizard people bosses in Elden Ring / Souls. Do we have a lizard people boss at all? I don't think we do. That's weird. It seems like something From Software would do, right? I think we need a lizard people boss, and we need to lobby for that. Everybody wants to beat the shit out of a lizard people in a video game, right? Season 2 was insufferable. It was just aggressively mid. It was like just aggressively not good. Not necessarily bad, but like the final season of Game of Thrones, what a disappointment. Okay, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Game of Thrones Season 8 is a fucking stain on television history, I gotta say. House of Dragon Season 2 is just, you know. Ancient Dragon Man is lizard people? Yeah, I guess you could say that. You can interpret it that way. Didn't even know they had a new season? I'm sure a lot of people don't because they gave up on the show last season. Hopefully they all pick it back up. That's why I'm talking about it. I really don't want to go back and look for whatever Crimson Seed I missed. I really don't want to. Game, come on. Ever heard of the Great European Legless Lizard? No. No, I have not. I'm not a wildlife expert. I only care about dogs and cats, for the most part. Game? I think I need a move. It's being a dick. I think I've just accepted that Game of Thrones books simply aren't going to get finished. They're not. You're right. Situation is, George is 87 years old, and he is famous now. He has all the money he will ever need, and he can just kind of go around and be a celebrity and go on talk shows and stuff. So he doesn't need to put effort into making the next book. Also, he's too old. I don't know how much longer he's going to be around. Also, he is too proud to let anybody else help him with it. So, yeah. We're not getting the Winds of Winter, probably. And I know we're not getting Dream of Spring. So, that's what it is. It's unfortunate, but there we go. There we go. I pray that there's somehow, some way it gets done. I don't think it's gonna happen, you know? Trying to be realistic. I like to be realistic. Somebody post the links for these people. You again? Yeah, there's your links. Click them if you want to. Click them if you want to support the channel. Oh shit. The White Knight is here. Charging at me with a great shield. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's got that glitched bow I was using last night. During subathon, somebody had me use that. Pretty busted. And it's bone bow, I think. Yeah, he's got bone bow there. Ah. Damn. I guess they were salty about losing, huh? Just killed the same shitty summon twice who keeps popping up. Dropping expansion gear to his buddy. Good. Yeah, that's a service to the community for sure. Same duo you invaded again? Yeah, I know. It seems like they were salty about the first L, so they pulled out the bone bow on me. George R. R. Martin saw his intended ending get fucking roasted and decided not to finish the books. Maybe. You might be right, Paul. I don't know. Because all he did was give them, he gave them an outline for how he wants it to end, but he didn't say how to get there. So, who knows if we would like George's ending or not. Yeah, they are stream snipers, yeah. Probably watching the stream and they were like, we're gonna show him, we're gonna bone bow him. People don't like losing. Gurm gave them all the main details on that last season, but the ending is completely his. Yeah, but I mean the ending wouldn't be bad if the way that he got there was good. The problem is Dumb and Dumber, the guys that were in charge of Game of Thrones, are just not talented people. And they couldn't find a compelling way to get to what George told them the ending is supposed to be. So none of it made sense. Those guys are fucking idiots. I'm glad their careers are over. They ruined the best show in television history. Due to their own arrogance. They took a contract for Star Wars and they got kicked off that shit too. They're basically blackballed out of the industry. Nobody wants them. Nobody wants to touch them. Hello, Gonkers. Try without the bone bow if you have skill. That's a tall task for gankers, Gold Mask. Asking them to demonstrate skill is like asking me to levitate. Netflix canceled the deal so fast? Well, the problem with Dumb and Dumber is they didn't like the magical aspects of a Song of Ice and Fire. Right. In the books, a lot of the important plot points are magical in nature, or based on a prophecy, or, just woo-woo shit. And David and Dan, the directors of the show, did not like that, so they cut most of it out, and it made the show not make sense. They also cut out very important characters, like Lady Stoneheart and Aegon I think he's Aegon Blackfire, but if you read the books, you know what I'm talking about. He's another claimant to the throne. Alongside Daenerys. They're all opposing, so there's going to be a big civil war in the books. It didn't happen in the show. It's just Cersei. And goddamn, I hate Cersei so bad, dude. Every time she's on screen, I fucking whinge. I just cannot stand her. Not because of the actress. The actress is she's alright, but she's doing too good of a job with the character and making me fucking hate her. Even more than I normally would. You beat them in a 1v2 and lost in a gank. You are expected to lose with half the heals, no rune arc, etc. Them losing is embarrassing. I couldn't imagine losing a 2v1. Yeah, I know. That's why they get salty when they lose. Because they're really not supposed to lose. It's really hard for them to lose. Most embarrassing thing is to lose when you're ganking. That's a fate worse than death. Only time I have ganked is with another invader. You can't gank if you're an invader. That's not how it works. Ganking is when you deliberately stop progressing the level and gang up on an invader. That's it. If it's 2v2 and you're an invader team, you're not ganking. And as well, if you're on the host team and you're still progressing the level, you're not ganking either. You can gank with PvE. No. That's ganging up. There's a difference. Ganking is when you deliberately set up an unlosable situation, essentially. What's up, everyone? It's Joey. What? No, we're trying to get invasions, and it's not really working that well. I don't know what's wrong. I think I'm gonna go through the game slowly, backwards. Few inches. Wait, what? I'm gonna go through the game by slowly going backwards. The few inches when you move, when you put an invasion sign down. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying there's no invasion, so you keep pushing the button, yeah? What's wrong with this game right now? It's only midnight, come on. I keep getting a bunch of failed invasions and it's not really going. Why is that? What's wrong, game? Ganking is a form of bullying. 3v1 as a player is self-defense. 3v1 as a PvE player is self-defense. Yeah, that's a good distinction, probably. If you're playing the level, you're not ganking. That's how it is. That's the main distinction between a ganker and a PvEer, is if they're playing the level. If they're not playing the level, they're intentionally ganking you. And that's not how invasions are supposed to work anyway. What the fuck? Y'all waiting for me? No way, dude. What? Were they like waiting on the spawn? I think they were sitting on the spawn waiting for an invader. I think that's what they were doing. And they fucking died. Embarrassingly so. Wow. Was that you, Starzy? Actually, I wouldn't admit that if that was you. That would be terrible. Hello? Good hit. Ah! Get out of the way! Oh, fuck no! No! Fuck! Damn! Most people play on PlayStation, right? I feel. Yeah, I feel like most people play on PlayStation. It's the best way to get activity. I mean, I know there's Seamless, but Seamless has got its own issues, you know. Hey, if you're gonna try to make me duel, I'm gonna sever and block you, okay? So don't do that. If you're gonna stream snipe, you at least have to gank. Bare minimum. Because dueling's fucking boring. You were the one who was a solo host? That makes sense. Bear, stop yapping. God damn. Stop it. Solo host? I told you, I'm not solo dueling. I'm not doing it. Do not try to make me duel. I'm trying to co-op, but all I'm getting is gankers right now. You mean when they pick up your sign and they try to tell you, you have to help us gank? Yeah, fuck that. You're better than that. Maybe when the next game comes out, it'll be crossplay. I hope so. I hope so. That would make sense. It would fix a lot of our activity issues, yeah. I'm not sure that From Software has like the technical know-how to do crossplay though. It seems like they would have done it already. It just makes the most sense for a game like this to have it, you know? From's not a very advanced studio, technologically. They're still kind of behind other studios. I mean, hence the graphical fidelity. They have really good art direction, make their games look good, but the graphical fidelity is pretty low. I would not be shocked to hear Elden Ring came out in 2015. Not the bone bow. Don't do that shit. Come on, we're better than them. We don't need to be scumfucks. I've never come across an Elden Ring hacker in like 1,000 invasions. Dude, I've encountered them on PlayStation recently. And I'm not talking stat hackers. I'm talking real hackers. With anime text that are not even in the game. And that was something I never saw up until like 6 months ago. Then I started seeing it like pretty regularly. It's weird. I don't know why that is, but From doesn't do crossplay. Best they can offer is foot play. The foot jokes are never ending. And I'm all here for it. Maybe when the next latest greatest... Like I said, I just don't know if From Software can do crossplay. Like, they're not... Up until recently, From Software was still a kind of an indie studio, man. They were kind of double A. I'm not sure they have like the infrastructure to do crossplay or something. Because think about it, every single game developer now does crossplay except for From Software. It's really weird. At least the big game developers. The only explanation I have for that is maybe they just don't have the tech to do it. Right? Same thing with their connections and stuff with the online play. You know, it seems rather primitive. I think From is just a little behind the times, you know? Of course, that's just a theory. I can't really prove that, but that's the hunch I get from them. They don't seem like the most modern studio. Does that make sense? Damn. That would have been a good trick shot. Surprise, motherfucker! Thank God he's not the real host. That would fucking suck. I gotta stop burning through these invasions so goddamn fast. Not the cheese sword, no. Don't drill me. Yeah, he's a swing out of hit stun type of guy. You can tell just by looking at him, yeah. I know a stupid bastard when I see one. Anything alive in there? Omen killer? Damn, he got a blue. There's not really any PvE for me to go to either. I don't think. He severed him out. What the hell? What's up with that? One down? Why would you send a blue back if you're just a PvEer? Seems weird. Seems kind of nonsensical. Unless you're not a PvEer. Yeah, you do be mashing out a hit stun. I knew you weren't that smart off the rip. Yes, I am stereotyping, but... Hello? What the fuck? That's insulting. My catch flame is too slow. I need casting speed. I wish you had just a little bit better than that, dude. I really do. I'm gonna have to conserve heals because he's got double. Bro mashes without exception. He's not very good, but he has a lot of poise. And he has a lot of defense, too. You gonna mash? And he got a lot of heals, too. It's like climbing a mountain. See? There we go. I love me a good old mash. Don't know why you pulled out the flail, though. Seems like an odd choice, I gotta say. Are you running out of heals yet? How many did I make him go through? 16? May as well. I think he's out. Seems like he's out. Hello? Hey, what's he got there? I don't know what's in his hand. I don't know what spell he's gonna do. Damn. Fuck! Alright. I'm gonna go cast heals too then. I might not have time, honestly, but... I have to play this really conservatively. Oh no, he's calling blues. I should have known. Yeah, get him. Shit. I think he's gonna go back and resummon. Hang on. We are gonna have to block his summon. Yes. Just in case. Hello? Where'd he go? I blocked his friend. Hello? The mash. Every time. Bruh. Hello? Stupid latency. Yeah, I know. It sucks. I'm getting hella bored of you, dude. He's basically a solo host. Really, dude? You really just fucking did that because you didn't want to lose? That guy was basically a solo host. That's what that was like. Damn. I mean, it's... I don't think that was on purpose. I think it was. I think he just didn't want to lose. He was out of resources. Makes no difference. He lost. He definitely did. He had double the heals that I had, and he still lost. And a rune arc, too. But I don't know why the fuck he decided to use a flail. What was he using before? His first weapon was probably a better choice. It's odd. It's an odd choice, I gotta say. I legit think Faith is the best for PvP. Healing, sacred weapons. I would say intelligence. Intelligence is a lot better for dealing damage and combat-oriented uses, but yeah, Faith does have a lot of utility for sure. A lot of good utility. If I had to pick, I would pick a Spellblade every time, personally. It's another reason we block solos. When they start losing, they disconnect or cliff dive. Exactly. Yeah. I think that guy was trying to trick me into a duel. I think that's what that was. Like, he had the summon, but he knew the summon would die, and then he'd get his 1v1 that he wanted. You pulled the shield for a second, and the flail came out. Yeah, but he kept using the flail, though. It's odd. I just don't know why he did that. And he was already clearly losing when he pulled out the flail. Usually when you're losing, you pull out something better, right? I don't know. It's odd. His first weapon was Morningstar. Ah, yeah. That might actually be worse than the flail. Come to think of it. Faith is best for PvE, and I think Flame Art builds with the side of support spells is best for PvP. I think you're right, dude. I think you're right. Then again, you can cheese the fuck out of bosses with intelligence. Pretty easy, so. Like the stream or you will become an outcast among your people, Paul says. That's Paul saying it, not me, so you know it's true. There we go. It's letting me play now. Or not? Okay, we're good. Invasion's pretty slow tonight, huh? Ah, oh, damn. Damn. If it doesn't pick up, I might play level 40. It's been really slow tonight. Frustratingly slow. I've never known Paul to say something that wasn't true. It's all true. Every bit of it. Well, there's two sides to that, because fire damage is one of the least good damage types, but yes, it is the most buffable damage type. So yeah, as a baseline, a lot of people are resistant to fire, but it can be buffed really easy. Damn, dude! Miyazaki turned on the fog wall gauntlet. Unfortunately. Give him some links since the game's being difficult. Support spells, if the only reason support spells is the only reason I said Faith is better than Int, I use a Strength Arcane build at rune level 139 and 60 Vigor, 40 Endurance, 54 Strength. Sounds like a pretty good build. The new Bleed Glitch builds are absolutely disgusting. What are you talking about, Bleed Glitch builds? I saw a G9 thumbnail earlier today that was like new glitch, and it showed the Sacred Flesh. An Iron Jar. Is that what you're talking about? I didn't actually watch the video. I just saw the thumbnail. Dexterity is best for invasions because it has so much burst damage in multiple ways. I disagree. If you want burst damage, you do bleed. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of dexterity. Most of the dexterity weapons are really small too, so they don't have good crowd control for invasions either. I'd much rather pick strength than dexterity for invasions, personally. Call me crazy, that's just how I feel. But yeah, generally I have the most success with bleed out of anything, really. Because people just mash out a hit stun and die to the bleed in 2 hits. You know? Burst damage is everything in invasions. Then again, intelligence is fucking crazy in invasions. Bruh, Billy. You piece of shit, Billy! Always with the lightning bolts. Always. It's kinda how it was in Dark Souls 1, too. Everybody had that fucking sunlight spear. Come on, Billy, let's get it. Toro, Toro. Dude, he's still mashing. Jesus. His brain is cooked. It needs therapy. Bro, you gotta stop. Gotta get some help. God help him. These Billies are cooked, man. Damn, based. Almost too strong for me. I pulled through though. It's not a new glitch, though, but the Rust Bucket 45 Arcane Bleed build takes advantage of 2 bugs to double buff with Exalted Flesh plus Sacred Flesh, and put Sudoku on Blood Out Step, Clean Rot, or Milady. Huh. Never fucking heard of that. That's weird that I haven't heard of that. You said Rust Bucket made it? Huh. I'm gonna have to try that one out. It sounds busted. Then again, man, I do so many arcane builds, I feel like a fucking idiot. I've done, like, all the broken occult builds lately. People were making jokes that I'm an arcane main now. I'll go old school, drunk like the streamer, suffer violent diarrhea. Rust made a video about it. Was this just recently? Now, like I said, I don't watch too much Elden Ring content anymore. I get enough of that doing my quote-unquote job. I be getting enough of this game. I mean, it's pretty similar to the Sacred Flesh thing I do, but using Exalted Flesh at the same time is just completely stupid. You just got ganked hard, not surprising. Not surprising at all. It's that time of night. Paul, give him some links, would you? So basically, you eat Exalted Flesh, then eat Sacred Flesh, and it makes the bonus attack rating from Blood Loss permanent. What? Are you serious? That's fucking stupid. How do I not know about this? Damn, Billy, you're really strong. Damn, why didn't I teabag Radon? What's wrong with me? Something's wrong with me. You gotta teabag Radon. What the fuck? I'm ashamed of myself. Like the stream, you'll be cursed to experience every minor inconvenience on your way to work tomorrow. You heard him, Dungeon Master said it. With Bleed Infusion, and you can keep Sudoku on another Bleed Infused weapon with a different ash. That's fucking crazy if the attack bonus actually stays. Like, that kind of pisses me off. If that's a real thing, dude. I haven't seen it, though. I didn't watch the video. I'll have to check that out at some point. I'm kind of scared if that's true. Yeah, that'll be getting patched with Tarnished Edition if it's true. You guys remember my occult Great Katana Sudoku thing? That would just be that, but the buff would never wear off. That's what that would be like. That was the one drawback to that build, is that the buffs are only 30 seconds. Ran into a cheater, Radon, earlier. Had infinite health, but backed himself off a cliff anyway. Yeah, I guess they get sick of getting beat up on after a while. They're very timid. The cheaters, they're usually timid and weak. They ain't fixing in Tarnished Edition? I disagree. I think we'll get one more big update. One more big one. Rio's got your links. Click them. Join the Discord. Support Bear Street Addiction on Buy Me a Coffee. Or YouTube if you want to. Or don't. It's okay. There are old bugs in both respects, but combined they are absurd. I never knew about these. I never knew about them. It's crazy. I seem like I would know about that, but I don't. Sleep, shotgun, and gank is so cringe. I mean, once you're ganking, you're already cringe enough, so it's not like you have a lot to lose. It's still game-changing? Yeah, I know. Tarnished Edition will have some new shit and 0 bug fixes. Oh, goody. I doubt it. I bet there will be lots of balance adjustments. That's the main thing I'm excited about with Tarnished Edition. I don't really care about the new armor shit, but some balance update would be fucking awesome. Give me something to make videos about, you know? We're on short supply of content right now. Here on the YouTube. That's why ladder duels have long band hard swapping. Identical infusion weapons. With buff ashes, really. I never knew that. I saw you were in Chase the Bro video a couple days ago. Yeah, it's not the first time. We've had that happen, I don't know, like a couple other times. We co-invade sometimes because he plays at 200. And I play at 168. And yeah, I've been in Chase the Bro videos before. He's been in mine too. A lot more beneficial for me than it is for him, though. I'll tell you what. Tarnished will come with 8,000 feet. Man, we got enough feet in Dark Souls, Elden Ring. There's plenty of feet, dude. All types of feet, all shapes and sizes. All very suckable. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I meant to say rubbable for you foot fetishes out there. Whenever people say tarnished ED, it just makes me think erectile dysfunction every time. What am I gonna find down here? Oh, you're just standing there, huh? Hell yeah, brother. Ah. No backstab for you. Not the puny fireball, come on. They're laughing at me, dude. Oh shit. Damn, you walked right into that, bro. You did that to yourself. Jesus Christ. I think I'm gonna go up the elevator. Not gonna lie, dude. That's a lot of spam. Too much for me. I'm soft. What cheesy thing can I do to them when they come up here? Probably one of these. Got him. Hell yeah, bitch. In Soviet Russia, invaders spam you. They probably just realized you need to summon at the laydown spot for Placidusax. Not sure what you mean, volatility. Hold on, let me catch up with chat. Will you do an Elden Ring playthrough on Switch? If I can get the Switch, yes. That's up for debate. I've been trying. It's just it's a mountain to climb. Granted, with Wi-Fi video on this, only waifu video on this glitch showing it off, making it mainstream. Now the average Kevin might use this. Also gankers. Yeah, that would be fucking tragic, wouldn't it? Everything that we can use, they can use. But more cancerously. Oh, fuck, it's a fog wall. Damn it. Fog wall gankers, hell yeah. What the? Wow. Great players. I got my Switch 2, fortunately, before RAM became absurd, raising the prices of anything gaming related. Yeah, I don't want to get the fucking Switch, but if I'm going to play Duskbloods and keep the channel alive, I gotta get it. I've been saving for it for like 6 months. Dragon Lord Placidusax can only be co-opted when you summon at the laydown spot. Players cannot be summoned anywhere else and jump down to the boss fight. Ah, interesting. Makes sense. You should get it now before it goes up in price. I can't. I have not reached the goal yet. Kind of stalled out on it a couple months ago. What is that? Oh, okay. Out to the world. Hell yeah. We love to press L2. We love it. I know what that one does. Got a couple of L2 addicts up in there. Ow, ow, ow! No! Wow. Yeah, trust me, dude. I'm the last person that wants to give Nintendo money, but I have to. I at least have to try. You have to get Duskbloods. I heard the online play is almost as fun as smashing your fingers in a car door. No, if you're not a content creator, you don't have to get it, but if I don't get it, my channel will die, probably. Wouldn't be the first time, Volatility. Bad players love to feel good. Lately, when I'm summoned as a blue, I'll pretend to help gank and then randomly drink a purple death potion. Sometimes everyone stops fighting for a second, wondering what the fuck happened. Well, you're gifting heals to an invader, which is what you should be doing. That is a service to humanity. I'll tell you what. Everyone gonna be watching playthroughs of the Duskbloods because no one else will have a Switch? Yeah. No, if you're a content creator and you don't play the new game, it's a pretty big problem. Especially if it's a PvP game. You know. With Night Rain, it was like, it didn't really matter that much, but if Duskbloods is PvP, so we're all gonna have to play it, or yeah, I don't know if this will be around that after that if I don't play it. I do think there's a campaign in Duskbloods. I don't know, it's supposed to be Escape from Tarkov type shit. It's supposed to be like that. So who the fuck knows, to be honest. You fucking pussy. He says F Nintendo. Yeah, seems like most people agree. That's the primary opinion I hear about Nintendo. People don't like Nintendo. Doing lizard people shit, yeah. Lizard people shit. Anti-consumer shit. I was gonna ask earlier if you're from the 90s, but your Soviet Russia joke confirmed it. Yeah. I grew up in the early 2000s, 90s. Hello? He's way the fuck down there. Damn. Nah, intelligence is the better build. In Elden Ring. Fuck off with your lightning spam. I don't give a shit. You're not safe in there, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll probably leave the stream up. The invasions have been active enough, I think. In Soviet Russia, they make early 2000s jokes about you. I mean, strength gets a two-handing bonus, so they can do a lot of damage, but that's the only benefit to it. Intelligence is fucking broken in Elden Ring. They way overcompensated trying to make intelligence good in this game, because it's too good now. Way too good. I know, I play it all the time. I hope Duskblood isn't a permanently exclusive. I think it will be. Nintendo probably paid out the ass for that to be exclusive forever. So I doubt it'll go to different consoles. I ain't spending money to just play one game. Well, I feel the same way, but I'm forced to. I started trying to save for the Nintendo Switch like 6 months ago. And I got about halfway there. And then for the last couple months, it's been pretty slow going. I can only hope that the host is crashing out when you don't help gank and sever yourself. Yeah, they probably do. They probably get really shitty about it. And that's a good thing. Magic was pretty bad in Dark Souls 3. Unless you're talking about Pyromancy. Pyromancy's always been good. In every game, pretty much. Even as far back as Dark Souls 1, Pyromancy was good. Shit, even Demon Souls. Let's move locations, because this thing is very slow. How to win 3v1s. Step 1 lead team down a hole. Step 2, spam Vortex of Putrescence. Did that while you lost your last 3v1s. What do you mean? I use that type of build all the time. I use Vortex of Putrescence all the time. Meta equals not bad? Yeah. But then you have Cheese. Cheese is like Lobotomy, Sword, and Swift Slash, and Blind Spot. Stuff that's just broken. Not just good. Just went right back to Dark Souls 1. I wish I was playing Dark Souls 1 right now. Gotta play Elden Ring to stay alive, though. Actually, I'm gonna get some Mountain Dew. I deserve some caffeine. In this day and age. One sec. I got that Mountain Dew voltage. Ugh. Hell yeah, brother. I'll listen to it. That's some good shit. Everything blue flavored is always good. That's a fact of life. And green flavored. And pink usually. Dude, I swear to God, my most vivid memory of invasions in Dark Souls 1 is getting invaded by some asshole with dark bead. and getting fucking obliterated. Just fucking destroyed. Long time no see, drunk? Hey, I missed you, dude. Nah, Dark Souls 3 magic was hard to love, yeah. They had some cool, funny magic swords, but they weren't very usable in PvP. Like I said, Elden Ring overcompensates to make magic good, and now it's like too good. Very much too good. Was summoned as a yellow to gank and just decided to grief and watch the host get cooked, even teabagged afterwards. Thank God somebody has some sense around here. Everyone wants to play Dark Souls 1, even Skyrim players with over 2,000 mods want to play Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 is the best game ever made, so that makes sense. It's way better than what we got now. Where they at, though? Man, I ain't walking all the way down there. Fuck that. Bear! What do you think of Dark Souls 2? I love Dark Souls 2. Not as much as Dark Souls 1, but I love Dark Souls 2. Put me where I need to go, you piece of shit. The PvE in Dark Souls 3 is kind of... it sucks. It's not good. Too linear. But the PvP is like... I don't know, it's a jack of all trades. PvP, it's like pretty good. Why did it put me all the way up there if he's fucking 600 miles away? It's weird. Can I jump that? Well, if I die, then it is what it is. Hey, pussy.
Hey!
I knew it was a moon fail. Oh shit. Not gonna get Rancor to death. Fuck. Oh fuck! No! God damn it! Damn. Just beat 5 people in one invasion. That's always fun. When they send the goon squad after you. Yeah, the most blues and phantoms I ever beat in one invasion was like 16 or so. It was like a lot. It was back when the game came out. They had Bloodhound Step. It made you invincible pretty much. So the host would just like, he would spam Bloodhound Step and wait for blues. And I ended up going through like 16 blues before I actually got the host. I think I posted that invasion on my channel. It's probably not on my channel anymore, but I think I did at the time. Dark Souls 2, most of the people that hate Dark Souls 2 are like normies. They're like, you know, not part of the core Souls audience, I guess. People that like Dark Souls, like a lot, I always like Dark Souls 2. Seems like that's the general trend I've noticed. And Dark Souls 2 got a lot of hate because it wasn't as good as Dark Souls 1. Not because it was bad. It just wasn't as good. Shit, I played Dark Souls 2 last year and I liked it even more than I used to. Like it seems even better after contrasting it with modern Souls games. But things really were better back then. They were. They made better games and they made them faster. We got a new game every 2 years and it was a banger every time. The nonsensical world design of Dark Souls 2, it kind of enchants me. Like, I know the world design doesn't make sense, and it's not, like, on paper it's not very good, but the labyrinthine design of it really adds a lot of charm. It's a lot more labyrinthine than Dark Souls 1. It's, like, just completely random fucking level design. Almost. I enjoy that a lot. Want a spiritual successor to Demon Souls? Me too. Yeah, bring back Soul Suck. Bring back World Tendency. Bring back all the mean stuff. Let's do it. Damn. When you look at the Souls community, you have to separate, like, the core Souls fans that actually like Dark Souls, and then the normies that play because it has a reputation of being hard, and they want clout with their casual gamer friends. Like, oh, I beat the hard game. There's two different types of people that play Dark Souls, right? The ones that want clout, that don't actually like it, and then there's people like us that actually, like, are really into Dark Souls. You know, two different things. You could call the normies tourists if you wanted. It would make sense either way. Dark Souls 2 is fine, but it just doesn't have the patience to learn all the maps and mechanics. And I can just fire up Dark Souls Remastered or Demon Souls or Elden Ring and know every detail of every map. Well, the fun of it is figuring it out, you know. I hadn't played Dark Souls 2 in so long, I forgot all the level designs, and that made it more fun. Because, again, their level design doesn't make fucking sense. It's just nonsensical, and that's what makes it good. You know, I wish they would make a fucking Kingsfield remake, dude. We need a Kingsfield Modern Edition. I would give them $100 fucking for that. From Software, are you listening? Shut up and take my money and make the fucking game. If any of you guys have seen, like, the PlayStation 1 Kingsfield, it's so goddamn primitive, dude. It's, like, painful to play it for a modern person. But the concept is so cool, dude. It's just, like, the Kingsfield games are a massive, sprawling fucking dungeon. That's what they are. It's like Dark Souls 1, but more underground, right? And it's more complex, more punishing, more nonsensical. just like Dark Souls 2. It's and there's random monsters and different levels of the dungeons, different depths. It's fucking awesome. And there's asshole traps everywhere. There's like bullshit fucking traps everywhere that like you can just get stuck in a hole and die. Everything is booby trapped in Kingsfield. But the combat is so primitive it'd be impossible for you to enjoy it probably. You'd enjoy Daggerfall? I probably would. The randomly generated Elder Scrolls? Yeah, I think I would like that, but don't really have the capability to play it. I liked Oblivion a lot. Didn't like Skyrim as much. Skyrim is alright, though. Oblivion was a shit. I didn't get to play Morrowind until way after it came out. I like that one too. I never got proper time with Morrowind though. I only played it at my friend's house. Because I didn't have an Xbox. We were a PlayStation household. Damn it, put me where I need to go. I was watching Stilovsky play Gothic, the Gothic remake, and I was like, man, I think I would like this. I almost want to buy it. I was like on the fence, but I can't really do that right now. It's not smart to do that right now, but I probably will at some point. It seems like the kind of like obtuse role-playing game that I would like. Skyrim is equal to Elden Ring, dumbed down so normies can get into it. Yeah. Yeah, you got a point there. I feel like a broken record saying that shit though, so. I'm gonna just hold my tongue on that one. Wow. Hilarious. Wow. I don't think I'm gonna come up there and let you cheese me. I'll just stay down here. Damn, good shot. They're doing ladder cheese, unfortunately. Because they're fucking pussies who don't know how to play the game, right? I guess I gotta walk up there. Probably not worth it to walk up there, but I want to teabag them. Bow glitch them? I don't know how. Not gonna lie. I don't do glitches. If somebody's cheating, I'll just fucking block them and sever. Most of the time. I'm only trying to get these guys because I think there's another way up there. I think there is. Give them some links, would you, Paul? We're in the waiting room right now. Yeah, there's dumb fuck McGee right there. Oh, now they come down. Huh, real funny. You stupid bitch! Never fucking do that shit again. You're a fucking pussy. Get a fucking grip. Go back to the dumpster where you belong. Piece of shit. Yeah, you tell him. You tell him. Bear's saying to click the links. Support the channel. Now, like, was that worth it for me to go all the way up there? Was it? Maybe. I don't know. Ladder cheese is unacceptable. $25 on the line if you do the rest of the stream with an Indian accent? What the fuck? I mean I don't really know how, to be honest with you. Indian accent. Also, I think that would be offensive. That's very offensive. Caleb. One of the worst ganks was at Pontiff, where all three used Gale's crossbow glitch. I watched G9 during that time period. I saw it all. I saw all the cancer. I know about it. I quit playing before it got that bad, though. Well, Caleb, I'd be happy to take your money, but I can't do you the accent. I'm sorry. Fire in the hole? Damn. He pulled the plug. Looked like he saw me and pulled the plug instantly. What a fucking douche. What a fucking pussy. Oh, bunch of pussies. Oh, what the fuck? Hey, that's not very pussy of you to give me $10. That's very nice of you, actually. Thank you, Luna to God, for the $10. Loving the stream. Well, thanks for keeping it alive. Very much appreciated. Especially because Invasion's been slow. Haven't been doing a very good job of being in entertainment right now. And you give me money anyway. That's fucking cool. We're getting into the late hours of the night now. It's about 1:30. Insert Native American accent here. Now listen here. Moaniter. You become a doctor just like your dad and marry a nice Indian lady. We need you to study hard so we can retire in comfort. I think I get the joke. I think I get it. I don't know very many Indians, to be honest, man. I went to school with an Indian guy. One guy. There was, I thought you were saying Indian, like, subcontinent. That's what I thought you meant. Damn, bro. This guy knows what he's doing. Yeah. Get that nasty shit away from me, dude. Absolute barbarians are both of you. Damn it. He walked right into that, dude. He did not have to get hit by that. Holy fuck. Got 2 hunters now. Base game. Hell yeah. You know what you're doing, bud? I don't think you do. That's for calling blues on me. The pieces of shit. I guess Luna really is a god. Thank you very much, Luna the god. I have a sudden urge to play Bleed, Power Stance, Great Spears. You know, I never liked that setup very much. It always felt fucking weird to play. To me. No, there's not a lot of, like, Indian people around where I'm at. Speaking of, there's not a lot of, like, pretty much everyone here is either white or Latino. There's very few other types of people. If you go like 30 minutes to the next city, there's a lot, but in my small town, it's like 30% Latino and the rest is white, pretty much. I went to school with a Cambodian. I think there was literally 2 black people in the whole school. And everyone else was, you know, Mexican or white, pretty much. Oh yeah, and the Indian guy, but he didn't talk very much, so didn't really know him. He was quiet. I think Elden Ring is harder than Dark Souls 3 in some ways. Again, if you play it like a Souls game, it's really hard. But if you play it normally, it's really easy. Invasions have always been a part of the game. Yeah. Yeah, they have. It's an integral part of the fucking series. You can't have Souls without invasions. It wouldn't be Souls. That's why Night Rain is not Souls. Neither is Sekiro. How did you miss? I'm gonna parry the shit out of you, dude. No, save him for later. Oh, come on, bruh. I just got played. You alright there, bud? Oh, there's 2 Veils, dude. They both got one. Fuck! Isn't that the guy that just disconnected on us? I think it is. He did it again! Oh, Jesus Christ. You're so embarrassing. He's just gonna get invaded again immediately as soon as he turns his game back on. Yeah, no, I got the parry and it said no, you don't get no damage. Miyazaki's vision strikes again. Pussy invader. Yeah, it was the same guy. Damn. I hope From Software catches him. You could just take your L and then you get an invasion cooldown, so you won't get invaded again for like a half hour. That's a smart thing to do. People can't take an L. So they pull the plug on their fucking game and they get invaded again. Because they're dumb motherfuckers. Goddamn, I love this build. Fuck. Fuck. It's not working. Ah. Damn, he's catching on. Not the chug in my face, dude. Absolutely barbaric. Blues are not supposed to fight until the cooperator dies. Yeah, but they're an infinite stream of cannon fodder for the host, you know. Like the stream. You will be blessed by Miyazaki himself. So guys, I'm single now. Not gonna elaborate. But I'm single. It's a mess. What the fuck happened? What just happened in the chat? He fucking timed him out. Did I get him? Damn. I didn't see what happened. I don't know what he got timed out for. What? You timed him out because he's poor? What the fuck? Oh, Paul. Look, I just want it to be known I had no part in this. It's all Paul, not me. I can't fix it now. I can't save you from Paul's wrath. How's the games been? Invasions have been pretty slow. Haven't been providing entertainment very well. But I'm trying. Hey, Big Stupid. Hello? Hello? What the fuck, dude? When people do stupid shit like that to me, I feel like they're disrespecting me. Like just pressing L2 in my face. Hey Drunk, so I did the thing you told me to. Unsubbed and then subbed again, so basically you subbed twice. I appreciate that very much. You can sub twice. Single great? Single great. Are you suggesting? No, no, no. No, Dubs. No. Paul is just trolling, okay? He'll be back in 5 minutes. He'll be back in 5 minutes. Luna, thank you for getting a membership. That helps me stay alive quite a lot. Me and Bear, thank you very much. Bear, can I get a thank you? Eh, he's sleeping. He's passed the fuck out. Just got back from some invasions. Last yellow used Bloody Slash at 16 health. Yeah, I've heard that story before. Yeah, that's a common sight around here. They just can't keep their fingers off the L2, you know? They can't help themselves. What the fuck happened? I wasn't watching the chat and it descended into fucking anarchy. In 5 minutes. Nah, me and the lady I was hanging out with, she started acting kind of weird on me, so I stopped talking to her. So yeah, I'm single. I'm single now. She'll probably be back. Whenever women are being difficult with me, or like, you know, just there's a assortment of reasons, but I will stop talking to them to show them that I don't need them. And then they usually start acting right. And they come back and apologize. That's usually what happens 95% of the time. And if it's a 5% where she doesn't learn from her mistake, then I'll just find a different one. She was being very unreasonable towards me. Let's just say that. The astrologist? Yeah. Yeah, the one that does the like tarot cards and shit. She's a weird chick. I like her, but she's weird. I guess that's why I like her, because she's weird. Sometimes you gotta just demonstrate that you don't need them, you know? You like them, but you don't need them. That's the best stance you can take. And you gotta demonstrate that. What the fuck, dude? We got 600 vigor. Dude, I'm sick of your flies already. What the fuck, dude? What level is he? I don't believe it. Why would you bring your friend here if he's made of paper mache? And you only got 1,000 vigor. What the fuck is wrong with you? See how many rollback stabs we can get on Buddy here. Oh, there's another one. Spamming flies as well. Based. Shut the fuck up! There's nothing I can't stand more than fly spam, dude. Another... What? Dude. What are you doing? This is 168. How do you not level vigor? He's gonna go resummon. And you know what? I'm not gonna let him. I'm gonna decline him. Watch. It's gonna be funny. He's gonna panic when his summons don't work. Just a sec. Alright. Summons blocked. I like to watch them squirm when they can't resummon. It's my favorite. If you're gonna bend the rules, I'm gonna flip the whole board over, bud. Not that his summons are really threatening. But just on principle, I cannot let you resummon. It's more about standards than anything. Host should apologize for his fashion choices? I agree, Kira. Very based of you to say. Oh, the little give up. Oh. He's a little pussy. Yes, he is. Maybe he's low level. Was for farming the runes. I think that's what they were doing, yeah. That fashion was unacceptable. I actually cannot tolerate that in good faith. I was gonna try to get like a bunch of rollback stabs on him, but he caught on too fast. Give him some links, would ya? Postal links. The first Phantom dropped 8,000 runes. What? There's no way that was a high-level player, dude. He had 600 health. No fucking way, dude. What level is that? It's gotta be like level 200. I don't believe it. Such soft players. They're tourists. We were just talking about them a little bit ago. Like, we are having to strategize and time all this shit, and all the light rolling laggard has to do is keep pressing dodge. Yeah, I've been there, done that, my dude. Bots coming straight out of the Miyazaki factory. Straight off the production line, yeah. He was 168. But that Phantom was 168. It's like, how do you not level Vigor? It's impossible. Dungeon Master got your links. You know what to do with them. Drunk's lady didn't know that Drunk is his own star in the night sky. You don't need no lady. Well, I do need a lady. I just don't need that specific one. I'll get a different one. That's what it comes to. I stopped talking to the lady I was seeing because she was being very unreasonable, so I left her on red and stopped talking to her. So she would understand that I don't need her, and I can, you know, if she's not going to act right, then I'll find somebody else. So I'm single right now. She'll probably be back, though. They always come back. I can think of, like, one time that didn't work. You gotta show them that you don't need them. You like them, but you don't need them. Find a different one if you have to. Hold on, I'm reading the back chat right now. There's a bunch of chat I didn't fucking read. Hey Drunk, have you seen Stilovsky's video about the mod? Yes, I've seen it. I just want to let other people test it on their game before I try it. Because if it causes a problem with the game, I'd rather it happen to somebody else. You know, they'll be the guinea pigs before I try it. They can't stand when you don't need them. It makes them evaluate their decisions really fast. Trust me. Tourists are ontologically evil, so anything you do to them is moral and just. That's a very extremist opinion. You have a good point. I know I do. I've been doing this a long time. My bag of tricks always works. What is the fucking difference in dying to jumping off a cliff than dying to an invader? I will never understand. He'll still beat you. It's actually more embarrassing he forced you to jump off the cliff. Yeah, I know, but they think if they jump off the cliff, they technically didn't lose. Right? They just don't want to feel like they lost to you. Even though that's more embarrassing. To jump off a cliff because you're so powerless you can't even try. I didn't say it was a wrong opinion. I said it was extreme. You're right, Paul. Right there. Damn. I missed. I think the fuck not, bud. Disgusting fucking wizard, dude. Oh my god. Wow. I'm out of stam. Oh shit. Can I not leave here? Oh, we're good. Damn, they're just trying to cheese the fuck out of me. Damn. Wow. Great players. Hell yeah. I didn't know I was walking into a gank. I didn't understand that. I was funneled into a narrow path with 2 homing projectiles and some dumb fuck with the pata. Nothing you can do in that situation. That's the point. They have to make it like that or they can't win. Paul. He's just messing with you, JD. You don't have to give money. Paul's just messing with you. I just want it to be known I had no part in Paul's shenanigans today. It was all him. Oh, I thought it was a solo. I was about to sever. That would have hit him. It would have. The fuck are you doing? Ah, shit. He fucking... Wow. I didn't know you could throw that while you're falling. They let these people throw anything, anytime. Ah, you fucking outplayed and no! Damn. Outplayed and saved. Dubsopotamus. Thank you for the $5. My hero. Please take this. I'm terrified Paul will do unspeakable things to you. Paul's not gonna hurt you. He's just trolling. You don't have to give money. But it's very nice if you do, because me and Bear will use it to stay alive. I didn't know what was going down in the chat. I only saw that afterwards. That was some BS. I agree. They were getting fucking styled on. If it has pretty colors, it will be used extensively. It's a solo host and a solo phantom, so you should sever. I used to get so much hate for playing Wizard in the arena, even though I was far from spammy. It's because Wizard is really good, especially if you don't spam, especially if you play Spellblade. A lot of players can't handle it, because you have 36 different moves that all do 500 to 1500 damage. It's just not fair. Being a Spellblade is broken, if you know how to play it. Yeah, people are gonna get salty with you. Very salty. Give them some Discord. Join the Discord. They need to make a weapon with pretty colors that does nothing. Well, They do actually have one. It's the Sword of Light and the Sword of Darkness. They do colors, and they don't really work in PvP, so that's a thing. Any other ones? Excuse me. Damn, I said excuse me like a fucking pussy. What's wrong with me? What other big anime sticks don't do much in PvP? Malekith's sword. Rio's got all your shit. Click the links. Or Bear Will Bark for an eternity. Damn, I got a fuckload of members now. There's a lot of you guys now. Daniel the Awesome, Dungeon Master, thank you for the $5. Just as based as Dubsopotamus. I am a mod and even I am scared of Paul. Please don't ban me, Paul. I'll pay the trucks. You did. Damn, Paul, look what you did. You made him afraid. Nothing's gonna happen to you. It's fine. He's just trolling. But thank you for the money. I always thought your fucking name meant Dungeon Master, but it looks like it's Daniel something. Fear motivates the masses? Okay, Tywin Lannister. Tywin fucking Lannister. Shut up, bitch. You're dead. Ow, 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 ow. You stupid. What did he just do? Mimic Veil True Combo. It's very funny when people do that. I gotta admit. I do it sometimes too. Like I got like 3 different characters. They have different fucking shit assigned to the hotkeys, so I accidentally do the mimic sometimes. Your older brother's name is Paul. That must be it. When I see DM, I think Dungeon Master, but I don't think that was his original intention for the name. But he just colloquially became Dungeon Master anyway. Colloquially. Yeah, I think the fuck not. I've seen that build before. Ah, damn. Cancer build. God damn. Ah, he's light rolling too. God damn it. Can't roll catch him with a Claymore. Stop it! Fuck! Ugh. What made you think I want a backstab right there? Hey, you just gotta wait to roll. That's what you gotta do. Ah, bruh. Oh, there's another giant. May as well use it. Oh, look at the puny fireball. Oh. That's the budget fireball right there. Oh, it's so pretty. You fucking dumb piece of shit. Get the fuck out of here with that thing. Never touch me with that thing again. I hate whips. I'd rather fight a moonveil than a whip, to be honest with you. You're getting teabagged by proxy, because that phantom annoyed me. How about that? Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. I can make the chat really big. I didn't know that. So I can see more of chat. That's awesome. Hell yeah, brother. How the fuck did I never know that? I'm a fucking idiot. And a bad streamer. Why do you guys support me? 92 poise to tank the whip? Ah, fuck whips, man. You should need like 40 poise to tank a whip. There ain't no way a fucking knight in armor is gonna get bothered by a whip. It just don't make sense. Let alone the level 3 hit stun that they do. Yeah, they do the same hit stun as a greatsword. Isn't that crazy? I like that Flaming Strike is the best turn and burn skill, and it actually burns you. Flaming Strike is the best dash of war for invaders, probably. Period. You can put Flaming Strike on anything and make it good. I don't know, maybe it's like Waves of Darkness or something, but Flaming Strike's always been the can opener for invaders. I remember my first ever video with Curved Greatsword Flaming Strike. It got like a shitload of views. People really like it. What up, Michael? My schizo friend. Speaking of schizo, where's NQM at? It's weird without him talking about horses. Oh shit. That's what I get for buffing. Fuck. That's a lot of spam. Called in the firing squad on me, dude. One-handed running R2 on Greatsword is fucking based. Bruh. Have you guys tried turning your fucking brains on? Like ever? Look at these fucking numbskulls, dude. Bunch of Neanderthals out here in the wild. 900 vigor. Wow. Impressive. Too much mind, you're right. They need to spam, you understand? They don't need vigor, they need spam. Drunk, you should probably just promote Paul to channel manager. You'll be first in the YouTube algorithm. Even God himself, Asmongold, will kneel before you. What, Asmongold? What is it? Asmongold is not your god, okay? Asmongold. Why do so many people mention Asmongold in my chat? I don't really take that guy seriously, personally. It's more like sometimes I watch his videos as like slop to listen to while I go to bed. Same thing with the Penguin, whatever the fuck his name is. I listen to those guys when I go to bed because it's just slop. You know, you don't need to pay attention to it. It's just something to listen to. Oh, I'm catching up with chat. No, yeah, you're right, Austin. That a lot of the time when you die in this game, it's completely nonsensical. I watch Asmongold for news. I don't watch it for his opinions. I just, like, watch it to know what's going on. Really. Same thing with the Penguin guy. And some other content creators, too. I don't really take any of those guys seriously with what they say, because, I mean, all of them are bought and paid for. They're all propaganda. On one side or the other. They're like CNN and Fox News. But, like, for Zoomers. You know, for the digital generation, I guess. Playing both sides, you always win? Exactly. Yeah. Just gotta use common sense. Bloodhound Step is the best Ash of War based on utility, but I'd say Flaming Strike is number 2, with Waves of Darkness is number 3. I never liked BHS. I never liked it. Maybe it's because it was so broken when it came out that I just am averse to it. But when I try to use it, it feels wrong. You watch streamers who beat Elden Ring on Soul Level 1. Valid. That's tough. I wouldn't even try that. That would be annoying as fuck. Beating it at level 40 was a pain in the ass. Let alone level 1. Drunk, we support you because we all have Stockholm Syndrome. Thanks to Paul. Well, fair enough. It keeps me and Bear alive either way. The outcome is the same. And I get to keep streaming. When I invade, I'm super cheerful and always laughing, so I have to support you to balance my karma. Paul's just kidding. He won't hurt you. You don't have to do nothing. What's up, Danger? My Lord and Savior. Need a 4-hour explainer video on how to open up my pineal gland as a conduit for news. Not just for news, but you're opening your spiritual third eye, apparently. You know what? Me and Paul are going to do a collab. We're going to do the history of Souls PvP. It's going to be 6 hours long. That's what we're going to do. It's gonna be fucking awesome. We're gonna start with Demon Souls. And we're gonna get all the way up to Elden Stink. All the drama, all the tournaments, all the everything. Yeah, get him, boy, get him. Get him, doggy. No, you don't, pussy. I think the fuck not, Billy. What? Dude, we both missed. Whatever happened there? Whatever happened there, dude? You just got here, you know basically nothing about the community lore. That's fair enough. It's kind of cancer. All the dramas in this community are cancer and retarded. Oh, sorry. I said I was going to stop saying that. Yeah, I've been around in this fucking Souls PvP community since 16 years ago, I think. Something like that. I followed all of it. All the drama. All the stupid shit. All the tournaments, all the fucking metas, everything. And most of it is stupid. Most of it is. You'd watch every second of it. I think it would be actually a very successful video if somebody would do it. It's just, it's the time investment to do something like that in a YouTube video is just like a fucking pain in the ass. I'd probably put most of the hard work on Paul. I'd tell him he's got to make the video, and I'll just be like the advisor, right? I'll just give him all the order of events. That's what I'll do. And he's gonna make the video. Yeah, I'm that guy. Instead of saying tarded, just say that's host brained. It's synonymous, pretty much. Same thing. Yeah, you're right. I called people Ricky Retardo too many times. Kind of stuck in my head. I can't help it. But I'm working on it, because I'm sick of getting demonetized, I'll tell you what. And lizard people don't like it. Brain rotten? It's more like internet language rotted. You know, like internet people say shit and it sticks in my head. You know, like based. It's just stupid fucking shit it like infiltrates your brain and you can't stop saying it. It became popular to say tarded in the last couple of years, so now everybody's saying it and it gets inside my head. Same thing happens when I watch like TV shows. Like every time I watch The Sopranos, I start saying shit that they say, even though I'm like not from the East Coast or anything. If my brain becomes rotten enough, can I farm earworms? I'm sure you could. I've never been that far down the rabbit hole, though. Damn, this game is fucking dead. I got some air fryer chicken bites that are calling my name right now. I'm fond of the term shitbird. Me too. I love that one. I used to say that one, but it got replaced by some other insult. Yeah, I remember like a couple years ago, I would say shitbird all the time while I was playing this game. What's wrong with the East Coast? Nothing, but The Sopranos is like Italian language East Coast. You know how New York people talk? That's how they talk, and when I watch Sopranos, the shit that they say sticks in my head, and I start saying it. Even though I'm not from there at all. Like, the language, or the slang is not my native slang, but I end up saying it anyway. I love the way they talk. It's very charismatic. Also kind of annoying sometimes. Listening to Tony Soprano try to speak a sentence in English is hilarious, because his accent is so unreasonably thick. But I enjoy it. I don't know, it's like music to my ears. Yeah, I'm from the Midwest. Here we say things like ope. We do have slang that is native to the Midwest. It's just a lot less cool. From my understanding, I would not like the East Coast very much because it's super like urbanized. Just really thick civilization all along the East Coast, and I don't really like densely populated areas. I just don't like them. Not my thing. The more urbanized a place is, the less I want to be there. Because humans are not supposed to live in hives. It's bad for us. Same thing with the West Coast, too, for the most part. I don't know, Northern California is fucking awesome. But the drawback to that is you have to be in California. Right? You like it when it rains? Me too. My favorite kind of day is like an overcast, cloudy, kind of moody day with some rain. Maybe some light snow too. I love that shit. You can't stop me with your bulldozer sword, motherfucker. Hello? Oh, there he is. Yeah, you're just getting fucked up, aren't you? You love living near the Olympic National Park in Washington State. Lots of wide open space. Few people. See, that's my favorite place to live. Lots of nature. Maybe like a few hundred people per square mile. You know, like you got neighbors, but they're like 500 yards away. A couple acres away. Right? So you're not totally isolated, but you have enough space to like be left the fuck alone. Right? That's my favorite type of place to live. Maybe like 5 or 10 minutes outside of a town. You know, that's ideal, in my opinion. Unfortunately, you have to own a house to have that, and that's out of the question. The Sopranos is based on a true mafia. I know. They're based on the Cavalcante family in North Jersey, which was a real mafia family. They're pretty much defunct now, though. Like they don't really exist anymore, from what I hear. I watched a documentary about them. A lot of the stuff that happens in The Sopranos is similar to what happens to them, interestingly. And I think mafia movies and mafia shows are really good. It's prime drama. It's like the best environment for drama and entertaining, like uh, political scheming and shit. It's kind of it's very interesting. Yeah, I know, Big Steve. I also watch this ex-mobster on YouTube called Michael Franzese. He was a captain in the Colombo family, and now he's like a born-again Christian, I guess, and he's like a nice guy now, but he tells his mafia stories on YouTube, and he's pretty fucking interesting. He gets a little too deep into the politics, though. But generally, I like the guy. I think he's genuine. Now, let's just be clear, the mafia is not cool. It is a den of scumbags that do bad shit, but it is good drama. It's interesting to learn about. It's kind of like the Freemasons. It's a secret society, you know? Actually, a lot of their rituals are inspired by Freemasonry. Like their initiation stuff. Their omerta, all that. Ohio hurts you culinarily. A den of scumbags that do bad shit. Drunk, you're supposed to make them sound bad. I think I did, didn't I? Fucking degenerates, all of them. Here in Ohio, we just emerged from the cornfields, saying "ope" and holding a bottle of ranch. Dude, I've heard people say that same fucking joke about Indiana and Michigan too. That's just a Midwest joke, dude. It's not just Ohio. The masculine, like hyper masculine macho machismo that the mafia has, it's kind of interesting. You know, it's like, I don't know, the mystique of it and the aura that they carry. It's just like, it's fun to watch movies about them, you know. What a lot of people don't understand about Italian Americans is that they're decently culturally different to the rest of us in the U.S. They're more similar to like people from Latin America. It's a Catholic. It's a culture with Catholic roots, right? So they have different opinions on like masculinity and marriage and shit. So it's interesting to learn about stuff like that. The Italian or Sicilian mafia is just like the mafia from other countries. I would disagree. They're more like a corporation or a paramilitary secret society. Most other mafias, like the Russian mafia, they're just the Russian mafia is really disorganized, and there's a shitload of them. There's like tens of thousands of them. You know, same thing with the Mexican mafia. It's just a bunch of dudes. You know, the Italian mafia is a lot more like regulated and centralized. I think at their peak they only had 5,000 members, and only like 1,000 of them were actually made men, so like fully initiated. Well, you know, in the U.S. originally, like back um, in the migration period, where like all different types of people were coming to the U.S. from Europe, the Catholics were considered like second class because most of the population here was Protestant, and obviously there's like religious division there, but also they didn't trust the Catholics because they thought they were loyal to the Pope over everything else. So they thought they couldn't trust these Catholics. So a lot of the structure of the U.S. was against them, right? Which is why they formed a mafia. The Irish did the same thing. But you don't see Germans or other Protestants coming here forming mafias and shit. Because, the establishment is on their side. Back then, it wasn't the case for Catholics. Polish, too, as well. They were like, if the establishment's not going to take care of us, then we'll take care of ourselves, That's pretty much what they did. At least that's how it started out. History is interesting, for sure. Yeah, a lot of those really old Catholic churches you see around, they're not like... They're just built by dudes. Like, just dudes from the neighborhood. Because, again, they didn't really get any help. Oh, it didn't even let me jump out. That's crazy. You live in Minnesota and love walking down Lake Superior? I love the Great Lakes, dude. My dream is to own property on the Great Lakes. It'll probably never happen, but... I'm like 3 hours away from Lake Michigan. My parents got married there. Valentine's Day derived from Valentino family, which wiped out their own... Wait, what? What are you talking about, Michael? I'm not sure what you're referencing. The church back then had more influence than the king? Yeah. Well, that was true up until, like, the nation state became a thing. Back when, Europe was, like, mostly kingdoms, decentralized kingdoms, yeah. The church did have more power than the state, but... In like the 1800s, they all centralized into nation states, which is... People think it was always like that. Like, when you look at the US or France or England, you think, oh, that's a country. That is a unified country with a centralized administration. It was not like that up until the early modern period. The elites of Europe started centralizing power, essentially. And, yeah, at that time, the church lost a lot of influence. Still had quite a bit, though. Like, Catholics still put a lot of stock in what the Pope says. Even if he doesn't have any hard power, right? Of course, there was always centralized empires, right? Like Rome, Ottomans, Chinese. But if it was a decentralized kingdom, is much different. And that's what most countries we think of were back then, was just decentralized kingdoms. And the kings and nobles and the church would all basically battle it out for influence and power, right? They would make marriage alliances. They would bribe each other. They would scheme in whatever way they need to get the most influence. The king was not an absolute authority necessarily, because if the king did something that the lords didn't like, they would rebel, right? And kings had household troops of their own, but they didn't command massive armies. They couldn't afford to. Like, most of medieval warfare was the king calling the banners, you could say, of his lords and hoping his lords show up and contribute troops to his army, right? Because the king would only have like a few thousand guys. It's just too expensive to maintain a massive army for a king in medieval Europe, right? So if the lords weren't on your side, if you're the king, you're basically not the king. They'll just depose you, you know? Yeah, in the 1800s, they would centralize, most of Europe would centralize into nation states, and they would basically get rid of feudalism and the idea of lords like being independent families with their own agendas, and they started this thing called absolute monarchism, which is when the king actually pretty much does have absolute power and a full centralized standing army. Yeah, so it became different in the 1800s, 1700s. I think France was the first to do this in Europe. You should watch the Kingdom anime, you'll like it. It's about the Warring States era of China and deals with exactly what you're talking about. I think I would really like that. It's the biggest reason I like Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. I enjoy that, like, Machiavellian politics in a kingdom. It's interesting. I'd be coming here 60% for invasions and 40% for history talk. I think I should talk about history more, but you know, I talk about what the chat brings up. The chat is in control of what I talk about, for the most part. So when we start talking about lizard people on the moon, it's your fault. It's you guys' fault. Yeah, I think the first Europeans to discover the New World was Vikings. And it looks like they got massacred by Native Americans. They were very outnumbered. But we have archaeological evidence that the Norse were the first to come here. And that would make sense, because they were sailing west and they discovered Iceland and Greenland. By the time they get to Greenland, they're already halfway to Canada. Over halfway. So it makes sense that they would sail a little bit further. Get to Newfoundland in Canada, right? They just weren't able to colonize it because there was already people there. A lot of people. It's weird that people discover places where people already live. Yeah, I know. It's a little odd. Where I came from? I'm from the Midwest. One more time with the links. Would you give them some links? Yeah. It's unfortunate that, well, like, to Europeans, the New World was a brand new continent that's being discovered, you know? Even if there was already people here, to them it's new. To them it's discovered, right? It's a goddamn shame that Native Americans did not have resistance to European diseases, and they basically got wiped out by disease for the most part. It's unfortunate that happened. And the violence as well, but, you know, people have been getting conquered for thousands of years. It's just one of many conquests in the world history. Even if disease did most of the work, yeah. It wasn't just smallpox, there's a bunch of shit. They had zero immunity to European and African and Middle Eastern diseases, you know. They just didn't stand a chance against the disease. It was 90% disease that conquered the Native Americans. 10% gunpowder. And who knows if the Europeans even knew that, because they didn't understand germ theory at the time. The Europeans probably didn't know why they were all getting sick, or if they were, like, spreading it actively. They just didn't have a concept of germ theory. They thought that diseases came from bad smells, bad aromas. They called it they said you had 4 humors in your body, and when the humors get out of balance, then you get sick, and then you start stinking, and then when you stink, you spread the disease. That was their concept of like contagious illnesses, right? Dungeon Master got your links. Click them. Support the channel if you're cool. The existence of chicken bones in pre-Columbus South America is evidence Polynesians made it to South America around year 1000. I wouldn't fucking doubt that, Kira. I wouldn't. It was the same thing with Africa as well. The Europeans and Middle Easterners and Asians, they could not go to tropical Africa because they had zero immunity to the diseases there. Malaria, yellow fever. If a European went to tropical Africa, they were guaranteed to fucking die. So they just couldn't go there, right? It was just completely off limits. Until they found antibiotics and a cure for malaria, which was some kind of tree bark, right? So yeah, those diseases that Africans did have resistance to were protecting the Africans from being colonized, essentially. Yes, they did call it the Dark Continent, and that's not because of like racism, that's because they didn't know what was there. South of the Sahara Desert, they have no idea, right? Because they just can't go there, and anybody who tries fucking dies. The Romans tried too. They were trying to find the source of the Nile River. I think the Chinese tried to go to Africa as well. Everybody died. Africans are the only ones that have resistance against malaria. That's how sickle cell anemia... Hey, stop it! Sickle cell anemia is actually an evolution against malaria. It helps them survive it better. Yeah, the Romans did try to go, yeah. They never found the mouth of the Nile, though. It was too inhospitable for them to actually get deep enough. Yeah, they called it a miasma. Yeah, that's what the Europeans thought caused disease. They called the bad smells miasma. Yeah. Well, later, Paul. Thanks for watching. And thanks for the money. I appreciate it. I will use it to stay alive. Where's the mouth of the Nile? It's on a mountain. It's on a mountain, I think, in Tanzania. It's like deep in the tropical region of Africa. The part where you can't really get to very easy. There's 2 different branches of the Nile. There's the Blue Nile and the Red Nile as well, I think. Well, they wanted to go to Africa because they were curious and they wanted to find resources and maybe they wanted to colonize it, you know? The Europeans... Shh! Bang! You gotta understand, Europe is a low-resource continent. Come here! Europe never had a lot of resources that they need. So that's why part of the reason they got on boats and colonized the world is because they didn't have a lot of the stuff they wanted on Europe, right? And if they wanted spices or exotic goods, they had to basically... All that stuff came from China and India, and the middlemen between Europe and China and India was the Ottomans. And the Ottomans would basically hike up the prices of this shit. So they'd be paying like 3 to 5 times as much as they should to get these exotic goods like spices, right? So that's why part of the reason they tried to find the New World. Yes. They went west to try to reach China and India so they could buy directly from them, Yeah, there was always a Middle Eastern empire in the way. That was the middleman that hiked up the prices. Whether it was the Ottomans or the Parthians or whatever. Even as far back as Roman times. Shit, as far back as Greek times. Ouch. Damn, you just can't help yourself, can you? Persians! I'm gonna get you. You're dead. What's the first game you started invading? Dark Souls 1. Just finished the book Battle Angels. Holy shit. Civil Wars are brutal. Yeah, they are. Never heard of that book, Hanaleo. Oh, hang on. 1 sec. Gotta check my shit real quick. The King Louis, aka the Sun King of France, did stuff to make the nation more powerful than the church. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it was France that started the nation state idea. That France was the first to like evolve from a decentralized kingdom to a nation state. I believe. So they had a head start on civilization ahead of everybody else in Europe. For most of European history, actually, France was the big dog. Germany was too decentralized and fragmented as the Holy Roman Empire. Italy wasn't even a kingdom, or again, it was just a bunch of decentralized kingdoms. France was like one of the biggest kingdoms, but very decentralized. England, the same. But France was the one that finally was like, okay, we gotta centralize power and all that. And then everybody else started copying them. Holy Roman Empire was dissolved. The foundation of Germany and Prussia happened. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth was conquered by the Austrians and the Russians and the Prussians. Italy united as a nation for the first time ever. Yeah, all this happened in like the 1800s. Around, I think it was before Napoleon. Yeah. Well, Austro-Hungary was always an empire for quite a long time. Before France. So you gotta give Austro-Hungary some credit for that, I guess. But they were kind of awful. They were just dickheads, man. Yeah, just before Napoleon. French Revolution, around that time, yeah. Napoleon is fucking awesome, dude. Gunpowder history is so fucking boring, man. Like, with the muskets and the pike and shot, it's just not fucking interesting to learn about the battles and shit. It bores the shit out of me. But yeah, Napoleon was crazy. I wish people kept fighting with swords forever. Oh no, I'm stuck. Jesus. Bonk. Big fireball go burr. Oh, I'm gonna roll off the cliff. You fucking dickhead, dude. Damn it. What the fuck is wrong with me? I missed. I hate myself. Alright. Fellas. I would love to go back in time and see how the world and how it's changed from civilization to civilization to the geography. Me too. I would. Just right before Napoleon, Alexander the Great and Napoleon. Yeah, gunpowder made cool armor obsolete, unfortunately. And swords too, for the most part. Give them the links one more time before we shut it down. Was I a giant dad? No, not really. I didn't. I thought it was funny, but why did he time out JD again? What the fuck, dude? JD is just getting bullied for no for no reason. Well, I'm pretty sure JD is a ganker, so I'll give you a pass. Rio's got your links. Join the Discord. Support Bear's Trade Addiction on Buy Me a Coffee. Dude, drone warfare is fucking terrifying. Like, I have the utmost sympathy for people in Eastern Europe right now that are having to deal with that shit. This sounds fucking awful. Later, fellas. You guys have a good rest of your life. Support Bear Street Addiction. Join the Discord. And stay based. Gotta make a YouTube video and eat some chicken. I'm hungry as a bitch right now. And bitches are really hungry, as you know. Nah, JD has told us he's a ganker before. So I will allow him to be bullied. A little bit. He'll get over it. He made a mistake telling us he was a ganker. No, I'm joking. No bullying. Paul, stop bullying JD. Paul went to bed. Alright, fellas.